Alternative drinking water is becoming a lucrative business as Cuba grapples with an energy crisis. As the pipe service run by the state sometimes dwindles from a lack of fuel, innovators are selling purified or well water. In the capital Havana, vendors were selling to restaurants, the diplomatic sector, and foreign companies, but their client base has expanded to residents who are suffering from a lack of power to boil water or who have an inconsistent water supply. According to local media, nearly 80% of the population receives drinking water through networks managed by water and sewerage companies. But locals say its numerous leaks, the breakage of pumping equipment, and constant power outages impact the service. Here's resident Sergio Ruiz.
The water, as you see, we have containers, so it's stored in containers. From there we supply the bottles. We put them in the fridge and we drink it. The family drinks it. The brackish water, as you see, we do not have it now because there are problems with the turbine. But we always have problems with fresh water. There are always problems. Sometimes we go up to 15 days without it, and it's fundamental. The people need fresh water.
Late on Sunday, 2 days after an island-wide outage knocked out power to millions of people, Cuba reconnected its national electrical grid and restored power to the majority of the capital. The grid collapsed on Friday evening after a transmission line at a substation in Havana shorted. It marked the Caribbean island's fourth nationwide blackout since October, once again paralysing commerce. Cuba's oil-fired power plants, already obsolete and struggling, reached a fuel crisis last year as oil imports dwindled. Many across the island had already been experiencing daily blackouts that reached 20 hours or more. Despite restoration, officials said on Sunday they were generating just 1/3 of typical daily energy demand, leaving many residents still in the dark. Cuba blames a Cold War-era US trade embargo and fresh restrictions from US President Donald Trump, who recently tightened sanctions on the communist-run government and vowed to restore a tough policy toward the longtime US foe.